all for this part of the warm-up. You're going to go through 2 rounds of the following. You're going to do 50 single unders, followed by 10 banded good mornings. So again, you're going to get in, squat down to the band, get that nice and on your shoulders, and do 10 banded good mornings, getting a nice hamstring stretch out of these. Followed by 10 downward dog to upward dog. So I'm going to get a good, again, hamstring stretch, and up into an upward dog. And I'm going to go back and forth, taking a few seconds to get a nice, good stretch in for my downward dogs and my upward dogs. Followed by a 5-second groiner on each leg. So that's a big stretch, count to 5. Switch, go over to your other leg. I'm going to go back and forth 10 total times, getting a nice hip opener stretch for those wall balls today. Followed by a front rack stretch. So I'm going to go over somewhere to like the rig or a wall, and I'm going to get my elbow nice and high and get my tricep on the back of the rig or the wall and give that a good stretch. Followed by a minute of paleo chair. So I want my chest nice and upright. And I'm going to sit down here, and then I'm going to go all through that a second time again. Followed by a wall ball specific warm-up for today, where before we actually go over to the wall and do a wall ball, which let me show you what that's going to be. Full wall balls today. Women's height is going to be the shorter height. Men's height is the higher one, or you could use the metal targets inside the rig. A full wall ball looks like this, where I'm going into a full squat position and getting at least half my ball or more over that target line that I have there. So to warm up for a wall ball, we're going to go and grab the 14-pound ball for women, 20-pound ball for men, or we've got a lighter 8-pound med ball over here. We can also switch these out for dumbbells or a weighted plate if these are too heavy for today as well. So we're going to break down the mechanics, and we're going to do just holding the ball in our front rack position, and we're going to squat 5 times, followed by a push press, so a dip, drive, and we're going to toss. Then just a regular push press, dip, drive, then a dip, drive, toss. Okay, so again, squat, push press, toss, followed by the full wall ball shot. So you can see that those are each of the pieces of the wall ball. Then I would go over to my target and put the full thing all together. So if getting that high is difficult, like I said, scale down, go to a weighted plate or a smaller med ball, or we could just try to toss as high as we can, squat as low as we can. So maybe it's going to look like this, or I can squat all the way, but maybe I can't toss that high. So do the best that you guys can warming up for your wall balls today. Followed by, we're going to load up for your deadlift reps today. I would say it's like a moderate weight, 155 for women, 225 for men. And we're going to load up with just the barbell to start with, 2 to 3 reps, and then you're going to take a set or 2 to build up to a weight that feels good for you today. So I'm going to have my nice narrow stance. I'm going to have my narrow grip. Here's what my deadlift setup position is going to look like. Nice neutral gaze, my shins are nice and vertical. And when I stand, my knees are coming back slightly and the barbell's traveling all the way up my legs. And then my shoulders and hips are following down. So I'm slightly squatting each time. So make sure my deadlifts don't look like this. So I'm bending my knees and I'm squatting down slightly, hitting to my mid shin. So we're going to do a couple of reps with the barbell. Go and add weight, continue with that. Make sure we're not using our lower back, and make sure we're warming up the deadlift. Your main block for today is 5 rounds for time, 20 wall ball shots, and 10 deadlifts. But again, you can scale the height and the weight to help you be most successful with Monday's workout. All right, guys, good luck with this one. Okay, and for Monday's skill strength, the stimulus that I would like you guys to get is I want you to approach each round as hard and refreshed as you can. So you're going to go through, it is 10 wall ball slams, 20 Russian much as needed. So if that's 60 seconds or 90 seconds, and then I want you to go into your next round as hard as you can. So I want you to fly through those, slam those wall balls as hard as you can, and go through that. So it'll be some good conditioning, but also weighted using something different with the med ball as well. So it's gonna start with 10 of these. So full extension, and I'm just gonna slam as hard as I can. I can get my hips involved into it too, so they're open and then closed. 10 of those, and then I'm immediately gonna drop to the ground and do my Russian twist. If we can, have. So as I was saying, for the Russian twist, if I can, I want my feet up off the ground and slightly reclined. If not, I can have my heels touching. And I'm gonna go back and forth, right and left is 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna try to go through those as fast as possible with as minimal breaks and do 20. And then I'm gonna go right into finishing with 5 burpees on the med ball. So I'm gonna go down, my chest is gonna touch the wall ball, I'm gonna press out of it, and go just like I was gonna clap at the top of a burpee, give me a little jump press at the end. So back down on the med ball. You don't have to go into a full squat clean and up from the top. So it's like a burpee, but to the med ball instead of all the way to the ground. Fly through that as hard as you can, take breaks as needed. Enjoy your still strength.